Alright everybody, welcome back to another edition here of Friday Night SmackDown. How are you all doing? My name is Dominic, of course, behind the commentary table, and we are live and sold out right here in Memphis, Tennessee for a night of hot action. Okay, we've got the WWE Championship on the line as Kevin Owens takes on his challenger Bryan in an Extreme Rules match in our main event. But to kick off all the action, we've got some female competition as that woman right there, Kairi Sane, is set to go up against Sasha Banks. Okay, now the Pirate Princess has been riding her own wave of momentum these past few weeks since joining the Blue brand. And, well, to continue this pirate theme, you could say that she has felt the energy of the SmackDown Ocean guiding her towards a massive amount of success against competitors such as Mickie James and Miss Money in the Bank Alexa Bliss. And tonight, we're gonna find out if she can win once again using that wave of momentum against one of the fiercest competitors here on SmackDown, Sasha Banks. Of course, Sasha Banks aligned with her best friend, the current SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley. And perhaps Sasha Banks is thinking to herself, hey, you know what, as long as Bayley's the champion, well then, Sasha and Bayley are ruling SmackDown. However, that woman right there, Kairi Sane, has been looking to turn the tides in her favor to perhaps have Kairi Sane rule SmackDown after this incredible boost of momentum that she has garnered from joining this brand. However, right now, there you see her, Sasha Banks is looking to stop that momentum. But of course, as always, the SmackDown Women's Champion not too far behind Sasha at all times. Seems as though she's following her here tonight in a battle in this one-on-one matchup between the Boss and the Pirate Princess. And now, as I mentioned earlier, okay, the WWE title will be on the line. However, what else do we have going on tonight? Well, we've got Braun Strowman once again in action following his, let's just say, very quick victory last week. Okay, we've got a tag team match between the New Day and Jackson Riker alongside, of course, EC3. Man who is paying him to be his personal bodyguard, EC3, of course, Jackson Riker. This incredibly powerful brute. Let's see if that combination can defeat the New Day. However, right now we're going to find out which one of these two women can earn a victory to kick off SmackDown. Here we go. Kairi Sane and Sasha Banks immediately locking up here. Kairi, oh, right to the shoulder, has the momentum already in her favor. However, Sasha Banks looking to gain control right now. And now, oh god, the sharp knees of Sasha Banks. Okay, she loves to use those meteors. She loves to use those knees to damage out. Oh, an impressive amount of punishment here. One, no, not even a one count there following the snap suplex on Kairi. As the match kicks off here, Bayley, the SmackDown Women's Champion, watching this one very closely. As Sasha with the forearm strikes to Kairi Sane. Oh, and then a wicked slap to the chest. There's no, oh, wait, what the hell? Oh, God. What the? Oh, my God! And Sasha Banks, what a way to kick off this matchup, my God, with the knees. Oh, and then, well, that was a bit more disrespectful. Okay, that kick had a bit more stank to it, but the knees right to the stomach of Kairi Sane, my God. Okay, if Mickie James and Alexa Bliss did not give Kairi Sane a wake-up call, that certainly did. As right now, Sasha isn't done as she brings her down to the mat with those vicious punches there. Okay, the Luthez press by the Boss herself. As now, oh, she's not done. She's going up top. Okay, Sasha Banks on a roll right now. And Kairi Sane still seems to be in a lot of damage here. Oh, and then there you see the sharp knees I was just mentioning. The meteor connecting by Sasha Banks. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there. Okay, the knees to the gut, followed by the knees to the face off the top. And right now, Kairi Sane, she just gets up. She gets up. And oh, wait a second. Sasha Banks, however, has her well scouted. Okay, I believe Kairi Sane perhaps going for some sort of Hurricane Rana there. Sasha Banks turns it around. Ew! And then turns her around there into that neck breaker. Another cover here. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there. And Sasha Banks on a roll right now, I must say. Okay, perhaps she's trying to prove to the world, hey, Bayley may be the champion, but do not forget about me and this dynamic duo. However, right now, oh, Kairi Sane, she is definitely not forgetting about Sasha Banks as she chops her there right in the chest, trying to fight back. Oh, and then another chop echoing throughout the arena. Okay, Ric Flair can watch that one mighty proud with those chops to the chest. And now, oh, with the double axe handle there. Of course, the chops similar to the daughter of Ric Flair, Charlotte, who was indeed traded for Kairi Sane from SmackDown over to Raw. However, right now here on SmackDown, Kairi Sane has been, waiting for Sasha Banks to get into the ring. However, Sasha Banks caught her with the clothesline before catching her there on the top rope. Oh, and now look at that, Sasha Banks. Okay, the roles have been reversed here in this opening matchup. Kairi Sane now has to enter the ring with Sasha Banks, taunting her from within it. And now she seems to have slowed down the pace once again, trying to control Kairi, but you can't control, oh my god, Kairi Sane with the spinning back fist. What impact there. Okay, just like this matchup, okay, that impact was totally non-stop. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. As the action continues here on SmackDown. Sasha Banks in the white, silver, and black attire. Kairi Sane, the opponent in the red, white, gray, a little bit of yellow as well, some blue. Okay, she is a very colorful woman right there, just like the colorful personality. As now, oh, wait a second. Sasha Banks isn't done here, and again the neck breaker connecting. Going for the cover. 1, 2, no, and again only a 2 count. Okay, you have to admit, Kairi Sane proving her worth here on SmackDown. Oh, in this match against Sasha, but Sasha Banks just seems to have everything well scouted here. Okay, Kairi Sane has barely gotten any offense in here on Sasha. As now Sasha Banks, wait a second, has the arm, but she gets another arm right to the face, the forearm by Kairi. Bouncing her off the ropes here. Oh, into a drop kick. And now Kairi Sane seeing this as an opportunity, perhaps. Sasha Banks being dragged into the middle of the ring. Oh, and then a stomp right to the ankle. And then a kick for good measure. Okay, using those educated feet here tonight does Kairi. However, of course, she also has, oh my god, the incredibly hard-hitting fists and forearms, as you just saw there, the spinning back fist. No, wait a second. Kairi Sane looking out towards Bayley, and now, wait a second, she has her in the anchor here. She has her in the anchor, Sasha Banks. She's got nowhere to go. She's right dead center in the middle of the ring. The referee asking if she will tap here, but she doesn't. Kairi Sane has used that same submission hold to tap out a variety of competitors here in the WWE. However, Sasha Banks trying not to be one of those competitors as she turns her around here. No, wait a second. Oh, speaking of moves that have tapped out competitors before, the big statement. The hold locked in here as she wrenches back on Kairi. As she wrenches back on the Pirate Princess. No, wait a second. Kairi turning into a cover here. 1, 2... no, and only a 2 count once again. As, Sane very quick to go into the kick there, however. Banks perhaps even quicker getting out of it. But now it's Kairi Sane who once again has the control, or should I say Sasha now, as now it's back and forth between these two women, and another chop there by Sasha. And here we go, this fight is continuing, and it's continuing to get red hot here, as another slap to the chest, right to Sasha, and again for good measure, a trifecta now of chops. Oh, and then the drop kick. Running towards her in the corner. And now looking to climb that corner there, climbing the turnbuckle. Kairi Sane sees this as an opening right to the hearts with the elbow drop. The insane elbow. 1, 2, 3. And Kairi Sane with a huge victory here tonight to kick off SmackDown. But my god, Sasha Banks. Okay, what a fight she brought to Kairi. Okay, Sasha Banks using those educated knees to just dismantle Kairi throughout the entire start of the matchup. However, that spinning back fist that you just saw in the replays was the turning point for this matchup. Okay, Kairi's saying she used that spinning back fist as a way to somehow build some momentum for herself. And now, Kairi Sane can celebrate the victory as... Well, I mean, Bayley was at ringside, but it seems as though she wanted to get a closer look at Kairi Sane here. The SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley, of course, with this new change of look and attitude recently. Perhaps staring down a future contender. Following her impressive victories here on SmackDown that we've seen thus far. No, wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, come on! Absolutely uncalled for here. The steel chair right to the back and then right to the leg. This is absolutely unnecessary here. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, and a Bayley to belly. Taking down Kairi, and then another steel chair shot right to the gut. Sasha Banks perhaps getting her revenge for that loss, but Bayley just joining in for the fun of it. Absolutely unneeded here on SmackDown. Okay, those two women are the two top athletes on SmackDown, judging by their win-loss record. But of course, Bayley and Sasha Banks just continue to be a treacherous duo here on SmackDown. My God. However, ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight, it's going to be a battle of two duos as the New Day will be set to take on EC3 and Jackson Riker following last week's events where EC3 and Riker interrupted a match between the New Day and the Bar, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Of course, what will happen between EC3 and Jackson Riker and, of course, the faction known as the New Day. But, of course, I mentioned it at the start of the show, and we're going to mention it at the end. It's the main event of the evening, Extreme Rules match for the WWE Championship. Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, you're not going to want to miss it. It's set to be one hell of a fight between these two bitter and heated rivals. However, right now, it's time to turn our attention to yet another matchup for Braun Strowman. Now, in case you didn't see last week's episode, Braun Strowman, he came out here and he basically demanded for a matchup to take place. He demanded for an opponent, and he got one. He got one, all right. Braun Strowman, he got a Mr., I believe, Barry Star. However, Barry did not feel like a star on that night, just like how, I mean, if last week was any sort of thing to consider, Braun's opponent, Ryan Giuseppe, as he calls himself, may not feel like a star either. I mean, Ryan, I'm sure he may have a fairly unique look. Okay, I don't know who else would even look remotely like that. However, I can't tell you a man who looks remotely like Braun Strowman, if I'm going to be honest. And you can hear the crowd get these hands chanting throughout the arena here. And there you see Ryan in the purple, pink, and black attire. Perhaps taking some inspiration from, of course, you guessed it, Bret Hart. Oh my God! But Bret Hart is lucky he didn't have to feel that punch right to the gut. As now, wait a second. Ryan, however, trying to fight back here. Okay, Mr. Giuseppe there, running towards him, and Braun Strowman just with a shoulder tackle taking him down off the rebound, and now he takes him back up and then once again down to the mat. I mean, what did you expect? What did you expect? Look at this local competitor here, Ryan. He is not looking good here. Of course, this local Tennessee competitor. Oh my God, with that slam face first into the mat, the backwards choke slam. And right now, he's not done as a punch right to the face. Then another one for good measure, and Ryan, he is just not looking good. As Braun just stares down the camera. He's just staring down the camera before Ryan stares up at the lights. 1, 2, 3, and this one's over. Braun Strowman My God. Just sheer domination. And the replays, I mean, I'll admit this matchup was a little bit longer than last week's. However, the same thing can be said perhaps. Okay, the replays, just about as long as the damn matchup. Okay, Braun Strowman, he wanted competition. And hopefully this is satisfying him. Satisfying this hunger within him. Braun Strowman once again gaining some success. Just like how that man, Daniel Bryan, is looking to gain some success later on in the evening as he goes one-on-one with his long-standing rival, Kevin Owens, for the WWE Championship. Extreme Rules! You're not going to want to miss it.
Really glad that you're our friend, and this is a friendship that'll never ever end.
What the hell does that mean? Oh, okay, well... Abby? I think is her name? She... Bray is gone, she says. And I understand that this theme song isn't particularly a proper background for the mood I'm currently feeling, but Bray Wyatt, according to Abby, is gone. No more Bray Wyatt. No more kids show host. No more family. Just the Fiend. And well, I mean, I can only imagine Bray Wyatt, who was, you know, he tried to restrain the Fiend. I mean, if it's just the Fiend now, what the hell does that mean? And I guess Abby controls. I'd love to talk more about this tag team match, truthfully, but what the hell does that mean? Well, either way, though, just as a little side tangent here, and I say side tangent, I mean it's the freaking match we're about to watch, but EC3 and Jackson Riker, those two men ruined a match last week between the New Day and the Bar. And right now, the New Day, who see that as a huge opportunity for them in their careers, to perhaps put themselves on a pedestal, to perhaps give themselves some momentum to lead into a potential match with the Bar for the tag team titles, the SmackDown tag team titles. They wanted a matchup against EC3 and Jackson Riker, but to bring it back to the Abby thing, Bray Wyatt is gone. Abby is running she's running the Funhouse. She is controlling the Fiend as EC3 makes a tag out here to Jackson Riker, like the cowardly competitor that we have grown to love or hate, as right now, Xavier Woods gets sent into the top rope by Jackson Riker. As Riker, he isn't done. Oh! Showing off that strength there with that suplex. As now he's trying to turn the attention on, of course, himself and EC3, the two, self-centered competitors. As, right, I can't stop thinking about it. The Fiend is the only part of Bray Wyatt. I don't know what that means. Oh my god, what a power slam suplex combination there. Okay, quite unique. At least unique in the sense of I've never particularly seen EC3 and Riker do that before. However, there's always a time for first. And Xavier Woods showing that it's a time for action. But there you see EC3. He doesn't want action. Okay, he's a bit of a weasel like that. Immediately rolling towards Jackson Riker to make the tag. Okay, EC3 paying Riker to be his personal bodyguard. As now, Xavier Woods trying to fight back here against Jackson. As he makes the tag out. Now what is this? A kick there. And then a sliding clothesline here. And look at this fast-paced... This fast-paced tag team action here between the New Days. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston as Big E is watching on the outside one. No, one count. Just to remind you, of course, the man Big E surprisingly defeated last week here on SmackDown. Kevin Owens, he will be looking to defend his title, his WWE title, later on tonight in an Extreme Rules match against Daniel Bryan as Jackson Riker punches him right in the face, punching Xavier Woods right in the face, trying to isolate Kofi Kingston so he can't go and make the tag. And you know what? That's exactly what he did. Xavier Woods was not there to make some sort of a tag to perhaps lead in some more offense. On Riker there. And right now, there you see Jackson tagging in EC3 as these two competitors who have proven to be a pretty good tag team act continues their dominance here on Kofi Kingston as Kingston goes for a strike of his own, turns around and immediately, I mean, I say they're a good duo, but truth be told, Jackson Riker does most of the work. Okay, as EC3 just immediately tags out. And honestly, why would you? Why would you? If you didn't have to compete, why would you? Okay, especially when you have a man like Jackson Riker, who is just taking some punishment here, as now once again, the flurry of strikes. Turning into a belly-to-belly. Does Xavier Woods as these two, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, proving that they are an incredible tag team, as we've seen before. Of course, 2/3 of the New Day, Big E, surprisingly enough, seemingly here on SmackDown, breaking out as more of a singles competitor. However, of course, he's always got the support of his best friends, the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, as Woods felt the support of Jackson Riker just now, as he just showed off that incredible strength with that suplex there, as Riker, goes for a running strike. However, Xavier Woods catches him there, catches him with the forearm now, bounces him off the ropes. No, but Jackson Riker turns it around, and the jaw of Xavier Woods comes down, crashing down on the top of Riker's skull, as now Jackson once again makes the tag out here. What is this? What do they got in mind? Throwing Xavier Woods, God, towards Jackson Riker before that brutal boot right to the side of the skull, and then a knee right to the face of Xavier. Okay, Kofi and Xavier looking to replicate the success that Big E had last week with a victory over EC3 and Jackson Riker. Of course, EC3, former WWE Champion here, making a WrestleMania moment for himself, cashing in his title on Drew McIntyre. As right now, there you see Xavier Woods with the Eat Defeat connecting. However, even though that is a maneuver that he typically uses to finish off a matchup, he realizes EC3 perhaps not as hurt as he would want to be, because of course he keeps tagging out to Jackson Riker. So what happens now? Xavier Woods tags out to Kofi Kingston, as now Kofi, looking to continue the momentum, crashes down right on the gut of EC3 with the boom drop, as right now, Kofi Kingston looking to turn that boom into an explosive victory as he catches him there into the suplex. As Jackson Riker, there you see, pleading for him to make the tag. But instead, Kofi Kingston stops him. Kofi Kingston stops him here. Forearm strike connecting. Picks him up, seems to have something in mind here. Not entirely sure, with a kick right to the gut. That's Kofi. Oh! Connects! SOS 1, 2... No! And only a 2 count there, my god! EC3 still fighting! Okay, EC3 proving that even though some people might see him as a bit of a chicken shit. Well, hold on a second. 1, 2... No, and only a 2 count. Might see him as a bit of a coward, a little bit of a chicken shit. Here on SmackDown, he's trying to prove to the world that he can still go, and that's exactly what he's showing with that punch right to the jaw. However, he catches him with the elbow to the knee, and now he realizes Woods makes the tag. However, it looks like he wants to lay in a few more shots on Kofi Kingston. However, there you see Xavier Woods catching him into a DDT, and you gotta think Jake Roberts is looking at that one, mighty impressed. However, right now, oh, that does not look so impressive on behalf of Xavier Woods as EC3 takes him down. Makes the tag out to Jackson Riker. Kofi Kingston nowhere in sight. And Riker and EC3 realize that this could be their moment here. Riker waits for him to get up. Into the spear. And the cover. 1, 2. No. And only a 2 count as Riker drives himself through the guts, through the body of Xavier Woods. What a tag team match here we're seeing between these two incredible duos here on SmackDown, as Xavier Woods trying to fight back following all that punishment by both EC3 and Jackson Riker. As both teams putting on a clinic here. As Riker, with a punch right to the face of Kofi, absolutely unneeded. However, wait a second, Xavier Woods, he counters. Okay, with a little bit of a hit to EC3. As he continues the punches, but perhaps not, as Jackson throws him off, and Riker, goes for a grab. But Xavier Woods counters, and now here we go. Woods and Riker brawling, but, Riker falling down to the outside. And EC3 watches as Riker may be in a terrible position as Woods flies to the outside with one hell of an impressive dive. Okay, a lot of people forget about the agility of Xavier Woods, as now Jackson Riker, he's trying to crawl towards EC3, and Xavier Woods says screw it, why not? Hits him with the elbow drop right to the lower spine. What impact here, going for the cover now. 1, 2, 3, no, and just barely a 2 count here on SmackDown. Of course, following this, the WWE title is going to be on the line. However, right now, Xavier Woods, he ain't focused on singles competition. He's focusing on this brawl of a tag team match. As Woods going towards Riker here, seems to have something in mind. Has him here. DDT connecting the top of his head. Comes crashing down. Because now what is this? He picks him up here. Seems to have something in mind. Catches him. Eat defeat again. This time to Riker, who has taken so much punishment in this matchup. Takes down EC3. 1, 2, 3. And the New Day get a victory. What a tag team match indeed between these two phenomenal duos. Okay, sure, I may not agree with EC3 and Riker's typical methods. I do not agree with the fact that they attacked the New Day and the Bar last week. I do not agree with their constant cowardly acts. However, I will admit, Riker and EC3 tonight just proved that they are a tremendous tag team. Okay, with a lot of upside. However, Jackson Riker was in fact the man looking up at the lights. As the New Day, these three, not gonna lie, incredibly goofy, however incredibly popular competitors. celebrate their victory here tonight on SmackDown. Big E, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston riding a lot of momentum here on the blue brand. However, speaking of SmackDown, next week we're going to be hearing from the famous, or some would argue infamous, Hardy Compound. I'm not entirely sure what that means. We haven't seen Matt Hardy since King of the Ring, since the Hardy Compound brawl between BRAY, who is now just the Fiend, I guess. Still not entirely sure about all of that. However, what will happen at the Hardy Compound? And that's not all, ladies and gentlemen, as this Sunday, of course, it's not a main roster pay-per-view, but it is a very significant event indeed in the history of this company. NXT TakeOver the End, the final NXT TakeOver, Sunday, August 2nd, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Mark your calendars. It's going to be a hell of a good show, and one hell of a send-off for an incredible brand. However, speaking of incredible brands, Friday Night SmackDown, that's what you're watching, ladies and gentlemen. This brand has the WWE Championship as a symbol of excellence. Okay, the WWE title is indeed the top title here on SmackDown. It's the championship every competitor as a young child wishes that they could obtain. One of those children, of course, that man, Daniel Bryan, former WWE champion in his own right. Tonight, he is looking to have this Yes movement in full support behind him as he battles Kevin Owens once again to perhaps conclude this seemingly never-ending feud tonight. However, will this Yes movement lead him to an incredible victory and a new reign as champion, or will this Yes movement lead to his demise? Only one way to find out. Don't go anywhere. This is your main event of the evening. It's Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens on an episode where so many other things have already happened that are just talking points. But this, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, will be the main talking point no matter what. Extreme Rules fight. Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan, two men who have been in the seemingly never-ending war of attrition since the SmackDown after WrestleMania, where that man, that violent, devious individual decided to just decimate Daniel Bryan. Okay, this entire feud, it's been about injury, it's been about glory, it's been about championships, and it's been about absolute hatred. However, after tonight, only one of these two men will be proven as the best wrestler on SmackDown and as the man worthy enough to hold that. The championship that's currently being held by Kevin Owens. Okay, a man who has dominated SmackDown over the past year, basically. Okay, destroying everybody in his sight. And tonight, the man in his sight is once again Daniel Bryan. And it's all about that. The WWE Championship. On a night where Kairi Sane was brutally attacked by Sasha Banks and Bayley. On a night where Abby the Witch, I guess, proclaimed that Bray Wyatt was no longer with us and was only the Fiend being controlled by her now. I'm not entirely sure what that was all about. On a night where we could have a new WWE Championship. Let's get it on. Main event of the evening. The current champion goes after Daniel Bryan, but Daniel Bryan captures him immediately. And of course, these two men, no love lost between them. It's all about the title. Daniel Bryan! Oh, right out of the gate, flying outside onto Kevin Owens. Okay, of course, their most recent bout, Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens, back at Super Showdown, where Kevin Owens attacked Daniel Bryan before the match backstage brutally. Okay, we saw him walk out to the ring completely bandaged up, and right now, Kevin Owens, he might just want to leave him even worse than... Then his condition back at Super Showdown, as there you see the violent rage and power of Kevin Owens put on display there as Bryan just gets thrown into that barricade. As now Bryan, what is this? Oh, his head just gets bounced off of that announce table there. But Daniel Bryan, here we go. Right now on SmackDown, trying to fight back here. Extreme Rules, no disqualification, no countouts. The only way to win is via pinfall or submission. As now, oh god, Kevin. Oh god, no. Okay, he turned around. Thank god he turned around. However, Daniel Bryan perhaps not too thankful of that. Of course, Bryan has also felt the horrific pain of the powerbomb on the apron that so many have felt. People like John Cena who have been injured by that maneuver by Kevin Owens. As Owens, now wait a second, introduces the first weapon of the matchup, but Daniel Bryan takes it right out of his hand. Oh, and he looked like, he looked like he was gonna use it to slam it into the face of the champion as the challenger gets up there, and then once again, that wicked sound of the kendo stick just echoing throughout the arena, and there you see Kevin Owens just choking Daniel Bryan. Just choking him. Okay, I do not make it a secret that I am indeed, and I hate to say it, I am a fan of Kevin Owens. Okay, I do believe, he is an incredible athlete. Of course, I am also a great fan of Daniel Bryan, because he is, too, a great athlete, showing off his agility there, getting out of whatever Kevin Owens had in mind for that, turning it into the S-Lock, wrenching on the neck, wrenching on the back of Kevin Owens here. The leader of the S movement, however, feels the movement of Kevin Owens' hand as it just goes right into the face. As now Bryan, there you see, taking down Daniel Bryan taking down Kevin Owens once again, as Daniel Bryan now flies high to the outside on the champion. And Bryan now has Kevin Owens reeling as he throws him back into the ring once again. And no, he's not done. What is this? What does he have in mind here? Daniel Bryan introducing some lumber here. Okay, deciding to bring out a table from underneath the ring as now Daniel Bryan runs towards Kevin Owens, who joined him on the outside, but instead he just falls flat onto the outside area, and Kevin Owens now, with a kick right to the stomach of Bryan. As Daniel now, this former WWE champion who has earned, so much respect from everybody, not just in the crowd, but everybody in the back as well. Feels as his skull. Oh my god, the sickening thud of Daniel Bryan's skull bouncing off of that post, as it seems as though Kevin Owens grabbing a steel chair. Okay, perhaps a fan of Halloween Havoc from WCW, however, right now Kevin Owens is the scariest man in this matchup. Okay, no ghouls or goblins here with that Halloween Havoc steel chair. It's just pain and torture. And Daniel Bryan is feeling it as he is slow to get up. And Kevin Owens waits for him there. Oh my god. Daniel Bryan unable to stop the steel chair from getting to him. However, he stops him that time, going after Kevin. But now here we go, back and forth. Daniel Bryan trying to battle through this horrific pain, as there you see Daniel Bryan takes Kevin Owens down, and now he's the one with the steel chair. But you gotta think that those chair shots by Kevin Owens were absolutely horrific. Oh god, and there you see the DDT connecting right onto the steel chair, and Kevin Owens, he's right in front of that table. But Kevin Owens stops Daniel Bryan from sending him through it. And right now, here we go. The fight continues. Okay, these two men have hit each other with kendo sticks, with chairs. What else? Will they think up next? Or perhaps Daniel Bryan will think up the yes lock once again. The yes lock once again. Daniel Bryan seeing this as a potential a potential victory for himself here. Oh, but once again, Kevin Owens, okay, he's read that book too many times. Okay, he knows exactly which chapter. Oh my God. He needs to get to in order to get to the good stuff. And right now, Kevin Owens, with that pop-up power bomb that he's used to defeat so many competitors. However, this is a lot. This is more than just wins and losses for these two men. Okay, Kevin Owens introducing yet another table, but Daniel Bryan gets up following the pop-up power bomb. And Owens now. Okay, I've said it before and I'll say it again. A devilishly creative individual. Keyword in that being devilishly. Because quite frankly, only a man who could come from hell could think of the horrific things that Kevin Owens thinks up when battling his opponents. And right now, Daniel Bryan, he gets up, but Kevin Owens, wait a second, Kevin Owens gets thrown into the table there, into the corner of the table. And Bryan, he's fired up here. Kevin Owens, the WWE Champion, ain't looking so hot. As now, wait a second, Owens, he gets leaned on that table, and then, oh God, wait a second. Kevin Owens, he just set up that table, and perhaps that table will be his demise. As Owens lays flat. And Daniel Bryan. No. Oh my God! Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens going through the damn table together. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. And Kevin Owens, oh my God, he just gets up. Even after being slammed through a table. That's how much the WWE title means to him. That's how much the championship means to him. However, Daniel Bryan immediately bringing him back down now. With the yes kicks as the crowd in full support of the former champion. And perhaps the next champion. As he grabs the kendo stick. And no, wait a second, Bryan, he's got the yes lock applied. Oh, almost. Now it's Bryan with the creativity. The yes lock applied with the kendo stick. However, Kevin Owens using that very same kendo stick to get out of that predicament. He gets out of the yes lock, but my God, that kendo stick just being wrenched, almost bent around the face, around the head of the champion. You gotta think, oh, that took a hell of a toll out of Kevin Owens, but that stunner might just be the turning point for Owens. WWE title is on the line. I know this is a very personal feud and you might forget about the championship. However, right now, Kevin Owens with the pop-up power bomb, the back of Bryan's head landing on the kendo stick too. But Bryan, after being hit with a pop-up powerbomb earlier on in the matchup, kicks out of yet another one after all the punishment these two men have already put themselves through here on SmackDown in our main event. Kendo stick shots, tables being broken, okay, chairs being slammed against skulls, and now Kevin Owens, what is this? He stares at Bryan and he's got that sick look in his eye. What is this? Oh God, no. Oh my God! Kevin Owens. What did you just do? Kevin. Of course, Bryan, we all know about the head injuries, the concussions. And now he's not even going for a pin. Come on, this is ridiculous as a powerbomb by Kevin Owens. The pile driver through the table. I mean, we knew that table was going to get broken sooner or later with these two. Oh, these two guys just wanting to beat the hell out of each other as Kevin Owens, oh my god, with the power bombs and the back of Bryan's skull just keeps being slammed into that mat. I'm sorry, I'm in a silence. I don't know what to say. Kevin Owens just, oh my god, that pile driver through the table. I mean, we know about the concussion issues with Daniel Bryan that's cost him years of his career. We know about that. That is a factual history here in professional wrestling. Okay, it's not meant to be a part of any weekly entertainment. Though that is real injury. He is an example of the horrific injuries that, oh my god, these superstars taken. My god, another power bomb, this time on the chair. Bryan, the back of his head just being slammed into the mat over and over again with these power bombs, and now come on. No. Oh my god, package pile driver. And well, Kevin Owens, in my opinion, perhaps going a bit too far there. Okay, the pile driver through, I mean, these two men, sure, they put each other through hell in this matchup. Daniel Bryan flying down onto Kevin Owens, okay, hitting him with steel chairs, hitting him with the kendo sticks, using the same kendo stick with the yes lock, and sure, okay, perhaps Daniel Bryan came into this matchup with a different mindset than usual. Perhaps this was a very different Daniel Bryan, but I can guarantee you this, Daniel Bryan is leaving this one a very different man, a very changed man. Okay, and I'm not just talking about emotionally, I'm talking about physically. Okay, Daniel Bryan being just pile-driven. Not just through the... Oh god, not just through the table, but... Oh my god, no, oh my god! Not just through the table, but also, oh my god. This is ridiculous. Kevin Owens, you proved your point with all of those power bombs, the package pile driver, the pile driver through the table. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely uncalled for as Bryan gets sent to the outside. Can he even stand? I'm not even sure. Because now what? Now what? Come on. Oh, well, of course, another chair, another kendo stick. Why not? Oh, my God. That's why not, because of the thuds. He's a human being, damn it. He's just whipping him like an animal, I can't even think of a proper comparison to Kevin Owens' actions right now. So god, no. You've gone too far. You're going too far. I was like, wait a second. Kevin Owens running away, realizing that John Cena is here to stop this bullying, this unneeded bullying, and Kevin Owens runs away. John Cena saves that man, Daniel Bryan, from perhaps a career conclusion as we conclude this episode of SmackDown. But my god, Kevin Owens going too far.